Hey, welcome to another weekend with Catches at Catches house. Technically, it's an apartment, but I call it a house because that's where I live. Today's weekend is gonna be very slow. Um, the usual on Friday, nothing changes there. We're gonna change the bread. I'm tired of that bread. I just need something else, so we're gonna get something else on Sunday. And tomorrow I'm gonna work the whole day because someone call up, so they asked me to cover, so more money, which is great. But that means that I'm just gonna be working. Now she is going to some interesting stuff. Um, she's gonna get some footage over there. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to go because I'm gonna be working. But it's apparently a monster truck jam, right?
Yep.
Never seen that shit before, so but I will go. Sadly, I have to work, so can't go. And Sunday, we don't have anything prepared for this Sunday because we just want to relax. We've been going out every weekend, so this weekend we're just gonna sit down and watch some TV. I've been getting her to watch some anime. So we're just gonna relax, nothing much. But we're gonna do the reveal of my office slash gamer room, and we're gonna also show the living room where we have the new art piece that we got. And that's basically gonna be it. It's gonna be a short, very. I don't think it's gonna be a long video for this weekend, so we'll see you there. Hey, so Sunday, we went, the usual soccer. My shoulder hurts. It was so the sun was so strong today. I should probably apply more sunscreen in the second game, which yeah, it left me like like look on my hand. You can see like the distinction. So we got some shade over there. So got schnitzel, which basically is just milanesa. So the Germans lied to me again. We're never eating anything German. I gave him 2 times, and that's it. So never again. Which also was crazy. It was really pricey. So coming in. But basically, I just want to show you guys, the apartment. This is our living room. Okay, so my defense, she's a minimalist, so that's what you're gonna see anywhere, anything here. Same with the bedroom. There's really nothing. There's only the walls, the bedroom, and that's it. We have here our plants, uh, taking care of them. This is the second generation. The first generation died. So, but we learn from our mistakes. Over here we have this lonely piece of Initial D because this was the first anime that I sold to her, and when we went to Anime Expo, we had to get this one. But as you can see, there's nothing else here because we're minimalist. And over here we have our centerpiece, which is the one that we got at Anime Expo with the nice framing. According to the lady, we talk about like the settings of the game, which at this point you should know this game, which is going to be the game of the year for this year. But it's based on like France, and I talked to her like the story about it, like she even heard the music. Very creative person. So she was like, yeah, you know what? These are the frames, and of course, we fell into her trap because it was like $300, but it looks amazing. You can see the little reflection, and I love it. It's great. It's the family heirloom now, so we're gonna pass this. Like 20 years probably. I need to, uh, you know, just see it every day. It just brings a smile to me. But we need to work on this side. I don't actually, which is really funny. We were not going to put anything here, only the Expedition 33 one, but I don't want to put this one inside because this is like our first anime we watched. So it kind of has like a special meaning, not that much because you already like I watched some other stuff, but this one is like it's a really cool one, but I just need to work this section now. Eventually, we need to like get more into her, so she can, get into it, but you know, we'll work on that. Over here, we have the gamer room slash office. She has her little corner back in our bedroom. So this is literally everything just for me. So coming in. And as you can see, this is basically a representation of all the stuff I like. Okay. So as you can see here, course, the first one, Barcelona Forever, since I was 8. And then we have the pieces that we got in Anime Expo. We got the frame, and then we got the lights. We're gonna get another shot when when it's a little darker, so you can see the room. It's a whole different room altogether when it's dark. Here, family pictures, important stuff like the passport, religious stuff. I'm not really religious, but it's from my family, so I always keep it close to my heart. Here we have the computer. This is my personal computer. Uh, we have some stuff, from the trips I got, to Colombia, stuff that I have been given to me, stuff from that we got from Japan. Now you might think this is kind of weird, but I kind of like it there. I want to watch it every day. Uh, we got some other stuff here, more stuff that we got from Colombia here. The microphone, my headset. This thing is basically just to like rest my legs when I'm watching something. Now the chair is really funny because I bought this in 2016 when I was still going like League of Legends really hard, but it's so beat up. Like look at it, it's like literally dying. It's like on its last legs. Technically, was supposed to be. I mean, it was a special edition. It was like $500 at that time, which is crazy for 2016. Was it 2016? I don't remember actually, but maybe it was 2018 or 19. I think yeah, probably that sounds better. But still to this day, you know, almost there. But probably next year we're gonna replace it with something a little bit better. Here, we have the work phone for the second job. Here we have this one. I bought it like oh my god, like 10 years ago. The hat that we got from Initial D that we bought in AX. Then this one was given to me by one of my friends when he went to Japan. And here we have the work computer. This is the first work computer. That's the second work computer.
So yeah, we have two jobs. Remember. Um, Mainly, this is where I get yelled at every day from 8 to 5 by population. But that's gonna change next week. This week, actually, I'm gonna start now. Instead of the population yelling at me, it's gonna be the doctors yelling at me, which is crazy. But you know what? That's a whole different conversation. Here we have like the collection of stuff that I've been buying over the years. We have my favorite anime, my favorite game. This is a CD that was signed by Angela, which is, she's a crazy singer from Japan. It was so funny how she actually could spell my name, but because it's really hard for a Japanese person. That I experienced that literally over there. And when I told her this, it's just like, yeah, who am I signing for? And she was like, I was like, Fernando. She was like, oh, Fernando, yeah, for sure. And I was like, oh, it's like, how did she know that? Which is crazy. Oh, we have here also the limited edition watch from my favorite anime. I only wear it in very special occasions. Actually, I kind of lost it when we moved, and I was like literally crying on the pillow. And the guy was like, "No, yeah, I found it." And then we waited like 2 weeks until they remember that it was my watch, and then they gave it back to me. So we have some figurines here, a bunch of Blu-rays. Now, I don't have just any Blu-ray. I have very, very um, special selection of Blu-rays. Okay, maybe one day we can talk about it. I have some more stuff from like Love Live music CDs. I have a bunch of light novels. Some stuff that we got at when we went to the mates back in Akihabara. We have like the whole thing here. I have like the everything they gave to us. Also her stuff. Uh, a picture from my favorite cosplayer. I think she retired by now, with my signature and everything. It's kind of dusty, but you can see it. Uh, and here on this side, we have all these metallic posters. Also, you're gonna see the shot later. So basically, this is where the magic happens. So far, I was diagnosed with diabetes type 2, but they were like, yeah, you kind of have it, but you kind of don't. I was like like a very thin line, and I was like the wake up call. It's like, yeah, we need to lose weight, bro. So this is where the mag happens. We do this one every day. I mean, not every day, from Monday to Friday. And we have some weights here. We even have the little shoes for the thing. And yes, of course, we use this broken chair because we don't waste anything here. Okay, we are all about reusing. And lastly, I guess it's gonna be here. This is our cabinet. If you don't have your own cabinet, then you know what, you cannot really call yourself an anime fan. Uh, Basically, here we have for my anime, I have all the Blu-rays that they have released so far. For all the movies, everything, literally. We have the main figurines. These figurines, they cost me $500 each because I couldn't get them here when at that time. So the imports was crazy. I got these from like very, very long time ago, probably 10 years by now. Then on the second level, we have, of course, uh, the metallic bill. This one was, oof, it's amazing. Here we have some cards that I got from when we went to see the Dodgers with the VTubers, which is kind of funny because we already sold the other pack. We sold it for like $80 and it was literally free. So I kept this one just for me. Favorite VTuber, Saber. This one, that box, it's crazy. That box, I got it when Fate Grand Order was coming in English. So on AX they were like doing like a raffle, and they were giving a big ass booklet. And if you were lucky, there was for a signature. It was going to be a ticket was going to be in the middle of the booklet, and I was like, yeah, I'm never getting that. So I literally opened it, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna play this game. And when I get to the middle, I see the ticket, and I lost it. I just closed the bucket and I was like looking like I had $1 million in my hand, and I just ran away. It was crazy. So I went and I got Saber's a voice actor's signature, which is this one, and then on the back, which is really funny because the signature was only for her, but the producer of the game and Aniplex, like North American head or something, was also there, and she literally, it was really funny. I always gonna remember this because I gave her to her. I was literally trembling because it was like, oh my god, I've never seen her. She's crazy. I love her so much. And I gave it to her, and she was like, she just smiled. She did the signature, and I was like, okay, give me the box back. I cannot have you like damage this box at all. So she looks at me, and then she looks back at the producers, and she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna give it to them. And then she gives to the box to the producer of the game, and the guy is like, "Oh, am I signing this?" And then he signs the box, and it's like, "Oh, cool." I don't know who you are, but great. And then the last guy was like, "Wait, are you guys signing this?" And then he literally took the box from the producer of the game, and then he signed also. So I got three signatures in that box, which I think it's crazy. I mean, I'm never selling that box. I don't even want to know how much it is, but it's probably unique. And then of course, figurines for the good old times. Um, the three main girls right there, Evangelion, and then we have of course Miku. I'm very selective when it comes to figurines, so all the figurines here are like very 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 meticulous. I don't buy whatever. There had to be like, and every single one of these figurines has like a story pretty much, like when I bought them, like what I bought them. Like everything has like a special meaning to it, and like also like everything here literally has a meaning to it. Like I got these in like in Colombia. That trip was crazy. We got some stuff. This one is so funny because when we went in Cartagena, the guy chased us for like maybe like 30 minutes because they saw that we bought some other stuff, and the vendors over there, they don't know a no. They literally don't know what no means. So the guy was really funny because the guy was trying to sell us like a chess set, and we were like, no, we're not gonna come to Colombia and buy that. Okay, I want some other stuff, like this or the other stuff that I bought. Um, and they got chased us for like 30 minutes, which I think was like 8 blocks. And at the end, he was like, "Please buy something," and we were like, "Fine, but not the chess set." And we got this, which I kind of tried to put over there, but she didn't like it. So, but we're gonna keep it here, okay? And like these ones, look, this one is pretty cool. I bought these for like $10, the three of them in like some random Pasadena anime expo, and the guy literally only had this one. Like this was his first try, and I was like, bro, I need this, give it to me. And after that, I had it for like 10 years. It was very very creative. So I think that's pretty much it. I could go and explain like all the stuff that is on the walls, but pretty much it comes down to I like it, so that's it. There's no other reason. I don't need any other reasons to buy my stuff. That's where I work. So behind that door, it's my clothes. So we're not opening that. It's a mess. So, but that's pretty much it for the room. If you guys have any questions, like like something very specific, you can always leave a comment, and I'll do my best to do an explanation in a future video, or just answer in general. But that's pretty much it for this weekend. We didn't go to the movies because there was nothing to see. But I think we're gonna be on the lookout for some movies that are coming out. Uh, and besides that, we just chill. We watch some anime. We watch some Netflix. There has to be weekends like this that you don't really do anything. I can't be outside every single weekend. Also, it was really hot today, so we didn't want to go out. But besides that, the only thing that is left is the shot when everything is light up. So we'll add that at the end. And right now we're just gonna have dinner. The usual Salvadorian dinner: some eggs, platanos, and beans. And we're gonna call it a weekend. So next weekend we are going out. I can't say for sure where we are going yet because I have yet to decide. I have like 3, 4 options. So we're just gonna see because also it's hot. It's summer, and we don't like summer. Okay, I'm not a summer person. I like the activities, but being out at the sun, it's a whole different you know uh, type. You have to be a very specific person to like being on the sun in the summer. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching our content. We're just sharing what we do, and if you guys have suggestions to things to do in LA, they're always welcome. The food, it's always welcome. I'm gonna try some Indian food next weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna have the stomach for that, uh, but we'll see. So we'll keep you guys posted. And thank you for watching. Take care and have a great week. Bye.